Let's start with the obvious, and that is the new name.
Yes.
Give me the whole backstory on that.
Okay, so previously I'm known as Curly Red, and I was known for entertainment, as in dancing, being at parties, shaking ass, you know what I'm saying? I twerk on Instagram, whatever. But as I like became my music career, like it was kind of hard to get taken serious apparently because I was a dancer. So I felt like in the next chapter of my life when it came time to like stop or like try and be taken serious as an artist, I felt like I had to drop the name because if I'm gonna take it serious and take the next step in my life, I need to just come like clean slate, just rebrand myself. It's all a rebrand. So the new name is FTN Bae. So Bae is my initials. So it's actually my name. So y'all can call me Bae, and it has nothing to do with, it means girlfriend or whatever. It's just my name. I've always gone by Bae, but it's like Brittany Bae, but whatever. So FTN is my clique. It's like my group. It's like whoever supports me, you're FTN. FTN stands for forget the negativity. Now, basically saying if you don't have no love for me, I don't have no love for you. So everybody try to shoot me down, tell me you can't do this, you can't do that. Like that's all people do nowadays. They try to be so negative towards one another instead of uplifting each other. So for me to kind of like ignore the haters, I'm just like, you know what? Like I'm gonna forget it. You feel me? It's really fuck these niggas, but I had to clean it up. So it's forget the negativity. But it's also fuck these niggas, but it has nothing to do with men. It's just like it could be anybody. Your mom, your dad, grandma, auntie. It's just like if they don't believe me, fuck them. So FTN is for anybody, who just you follow your dreams, like do whatever you want to do, like don't let nobody stop you, like FTN. So FTN Bae is the new name.
Now, what's the reaction been to the name change?
I mean, a lot of people were proud of me for even stopping the dancing, but it was just really hard because Curly Red was such a big name, and I was well known by like just the name. People would probably didn't even never met me before, but they knew my name. But I'm like really serious about like changing my life. Like nobody has to ever be at one part of their life and have to stay there. It's all about elevating. So you have to understand whoever supported me is gonna understand this is my next chapter in life. So I mean, there were a lot of questions like, why do you call yourself Bae? But I just said it's my initials. And FTN has been something that I've had before. Like when I was Curly Red, I still had FTN, and I was debating if I was gonna be like FTN Curly, but I still felt like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So I just had to just drop Curly Red in general. And so I mean, it's hard because I have to rebuild my name. Like you hear the name, and then you might see my face and be like, "Oh, that's Curly Red," because people still call me that, and I gotta be like, "Not my name anymore." But it's gonna take time. But like I worked for Curly Red, and I was at 0 followers to where I was at. I'm gonna do the same thing for FTN Bae. So.
Are you still dripped in red? Are you still?
I mean.
I mean, you are today in the
It's
interview.
Valentine's Day, I'm trying to be cute,
Okay.
trying to spread love. But no, red was it's my skin color. So I never got red from like hair or anything like that. It's just my skin color. I'm red, so. But my favorite color is pink. So.
Now, for time reference, it's February 2021. When did you actually make the name change official?
January 1st, 2021. Well, like Instagram was playing with me, so I think it might have happened on the 2nd or 3rd or in the middle. But like January 1st when I became FTN Bae behind the scenes.
And whose idea was it for the name change and the rebrand?
I mean, I have all my friends, and I got FTN Mozzie. Like I've asked a lot of people because it was something that was really hard. Like it's probably one of the hardest things for me to ever do is change my name. Like not even dancing. Like I don't even care about the club anymore. But it's just the fact that I was so well known by that name. So it's just like I don't know how people are gonna take it, and you know what I'm saying. But I just felt like, well, when I thought about it, I'm very creative. It's like I like my name is Bae, so it's like what guy doesn't want to call me Bae? Like niggas already call me Bae already, so now you can really call me that. And then as females, like who also will follow me or whatever, like I can appeal to them like they're the Baes, like you support me. Like I said, FTN is a movement that I want to have. It's a lifestyle, it's a brand, so anybody can be in it. So that's how I came up with the name.
Who's FTN Mozzie?
Okay, so when you have these groups, like if you have, I don't want to say certain people's groups, so you know what I mean. Like okay, like YFN, I'm cool with him. So YFN, and everybody has like their people in it, and everybody has certain jobs. So I have in my group certain people that are around me that do certain things. So Mozzie, he's a promoter in South Florida. He also works out here in Atlanta and Chicago. So, you know, they do a lot of party promotions and clubs and all that stuff. So he's a vibe enhancer. So I have a, you know, party promoter on my team, so I get booked and stuff. But yeah. So I mean, it's just my closest people, you know what I'm saying? It's FTN. You know, I'm gonna get the chains one day. I got mine. Wait, we gonna wait till some more money come in so I can get everybody else's. Until then, I got hoodies and shirts, all that in my bio on Instagram.
And Mozzie's to the side of us.
Yeah, he's decided, yeah.
And how'd you guys meet?
Me and Mozzie?
Yeah.
I think we had a mutual friend. Well, Mozzie, like I said, he worked in the club, so he would always hit me up to come host. But, you know, I'm about my bread, and I was in a strip club, so it's like, most of the time I'm working, so it's like I'm not gonna go out to the club if I'm gonna be at work. So then, like, we had a mutual. She was an old friend. We had a mutual friend, and she was friends with him. So now I actually met him, and then he was cool, and then we fell out with her. So now me and him at FTN, and yeah.
Mozzie, I'm gonna ask you some questions while you're on the side. You booked her for a show?
I mean, we did our first single release.
Well, I mean, when you first initially met her, you had booked her for a show?
For hosting.
For a hosting.
You know,
Yeah.
She was big. Everybody knew who she was, so, you know.
You know, I come to the club, you know, turn up, you know.
Yeah.
Now, be honest, did you make money that night?
Of course.
That's crazy.
Listen, people know her everywhere. I'm trying to tell you, and they come. Like, it's a lot of creepy dudes out there that just follow her and try to see where she is and tap in.
Well, you know, just to be fair, there are promoters that book hot artists or big name artists all the time. That doesn't mean they're gonna profit that night.
Right, we're right.
Well, I make sure I get on a good night.
And it's
So-
organic. And her following is organic. That's really what counts. They got bought.
But you did profit that night. Okay, just
I
curious.
hope so. Now, I done been to, you know, shows and events and stuff that's been dead, but it's a part of the process. Like, you know, it's not going to be like that always. But at the end of the day, if I go somewhere to perform, I'm going to do what I got to do. Even if it's 3 people that came out to see me, like, I'm going to do what I got to do. Like, it's all a process. Nobody said, like, you're going to jump in the game and then you're going to get to where you want to be at overnight. Like, you have to work. And sometimes it's going to be hard. It is hard sometimes. I walked into the club the other night and I was like, I don't want to be here. But I was like, you know what? I'm here. So, you know, I let the little 8 people, you know, follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Now I got some new fans. But,
Is that discouraging?
I mean, it can be, but it's life. Like, at the end of the day, FTN. Like, tomorrow's going to be another day. Is what it is.
This relationship between you two is strictly business, strictly platonic?
That's crazy because we can't, yeah. Like, we strictly never did nothing, like, at all. He had a girlfriend, you know, we cool. I don't mess around with people I call, like close to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. He know my mom. He know my family. Like, I don't. He's cool with my son. Like, they never. That's not me.
Now, when did you actually officially stop dancing?
And
again, it's February
No,
2021.
it was January 2nd. January 2nd, 2021.
So it's been roughly a month.
Yeah.
Has that been easy or hard?
Going broke. Like, no. It's not hard. Like, I was so tired of the club. I'm so tired of, like, the bitches. I'm tired of the niggas. I'm tired of just, like, being up late nights and then sleeping throughout the day, and then I'm missing out time with my son. So all I want to do is sleep, and I got bruises all over my body because I be jumping off the stages and stuff. So it was just, when you stay in that lifestyle, like, it's money and everything, but everything comes with a toll. So it was just really taking a toll on me. It makes me depressed. I get, you know, I got to fight every night because somebody trying me. So it's so easy to walk away from the club. It's just the money. Like, if I can make, you feel me, X amount of dollars every day, I'm straight. I'm going to get there. I'm working on that. But it's just the money. But other than that, that's not going to make me want to go back. Because I'm so much, like, happier. Like, I go to bed early at night. I wake up early. I work out at 8:30 in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't have to yell at no girls about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because no girls in real life is not going to say shit to me. Just the bitches at work. But it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got to smell like smoke every night. So.
And how long had you been exotic dancing for at this point?
Like 4 or 5 years. But I had a baby in between. But a good 4 years. A good solid 4 years.
And when it came to some obstacles that you felt like you faced because you were a dancer and doing music at the same time. What were some of those obstacles? Because there may be some
Yeah, like
exotic
okay.
dancers right now that are
Yeah. You
watching
gotta
this.
stop dancing and because you don't take music serious. Now I done met a lot of people. Like a lot of people know my name, whether they know it from music, whether they know it from dancing, regardless. If you know me, you came across my Instagram page, you can see that I obviously did music when I started doing music. The problem is when I sit in front of these labels or these people in the industry who are older, because times change. Go back in the day, like last year, you know, OnlyFans wasn't a thing. Certain things wasn't a thing. It wasn't normalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Suki Hana, but like somebody like her, like she didn't have like the line like that would never be about. It was always like to be a female artist, you gotta be modest, even though sex sells. So it's like they're so contradictory because they don't want you to be in a strip club, but they want you to look like you're a stripper. Like a lot of these girls ain't never even danced before, but they be wearing less clothes than I wear when I go and perform. So it's contradictory, but it's just the fact that you're in the club. So you can't per se be in the club. And then it's like, oh, you don't take music serious. Like, personally speaking, I built a $4,000 studio in my house. I record myself. I've been recording myself for like the last year or so. So every bit of music that is out and y'all will hear is me. Like I record myself. I taught myself how to use Pro Tools. I built my studio. I even record other people. But my talent has never gotten recognized because of the dancing, because it's still such a negative like image behind it. Oh, you're a stripper. So like niggas is dumb, I guess, because we're strippers, and it's just like it's ignorance. But at the same time, over the time it's coming to where it's more normalized. And I mean, maybe, because I mean, still not. I mean, you got Tyga on OnlyFans fucking every other bitch, and nobody gives a fuck. But then you have a girl who's at a strip club, and it's like, oh my gosh, she's a hoe. So I mean, it's double standards. It is what it is. I mean, there's certain things that guys can do that girls can't do, and girls can do that guys can't do, and it's life. So you know what? FTN. To keep it moving.
Now, is this something you're inferring, or is this comments and people saying this stuff to you over a period of time?
I got tired of the little kids calling me a hoe. Like, nobody wants to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a hoe, then I'd be a hoe. Like, and I would say, nigga, I'm a hoe, and what? But you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, people didn't care to know who I was. It's just more about like, oh, you're a stripper. This is what you do for a living. So like, we're gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hang around like niggas who might kill people. I don't judge them for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do what they do. Keep it out of my face. But at the same time, everybody has their own stories in their own life. And a lot of people nowadays, it's just like they look at the outside, look at social media, like on Instagram. But like, you don't know these people in real life. I could sit here and I could rap about anything, but I'm really not like that. So my problem is that I'm getting older. My son is getting older, and it's just like the negative, you know, meaning behind my name, Curly Red, like just what it was. Like, you know, it was just so like I'm a hoe, like supposedly, you know what I'm saying? It's just allegedly. I'm a hoe on this and the third. It's just, I'm not. So I would cry about it. Like I would call Mozzie, like I would get upset because it's like even guys that try talking to me, like it's like they be thinking I'm doing stuff and I'm really not doing shit. Like I really went to work, curved every nigga in there, still got their money, and went home to my bed by myself, lonely. Like it's just like I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of it. Like I just want to change it, and for like now on, you're gonna see me for me. And if you don't like it, because I'm not showing my body like that anymore, then like fuck them. Like that's what it is.
You had an OnlyFans?
I had an OnlyFans. Yes, and then that was another thing too. Quarantine hit. I don't got no job. What I'm gonna do? I had 400-something thousand followers at the time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of y'all talking shit about me. Like, y'all not even buying my music. So you know what? I'm gonna try to make some money off of you. So I went on OnlyFans, and I actually wasn't trying to do it, but shout out Jimmy Smacks. That's my homeboy. Never did anything with Jimmy either. But yeah, so Jimmy's like, you know, I could put you on bread that I'm gonna teach you da-da-da. And I'm like, Jimmy, I'm not doing that. I'm not a porn star. He's like, no, you don't even have to do that. Like, I promise. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna try it. So I signed up under him. And I think my first, like when I signed up my first video, I made probably 13, 14,000. And I wasn't naked. So I manipulated the simps. Like, I mean, and I got so much backlash for the OnlyFans. Probably worse than dancing. But in my eyes, one, the strip club, I'm actually like naked in front of a nigga. You could actually touch me. I'm sweating my wigs off. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting in work. I'm actually grinding on you. Like, it's actually more personal. The OnlyFans, it was like, I wasn't using toys. I wasn't fucking. I wasn't sucking dick. I'm just literally, teasing, strip teases, twerking naked, whatever. But, like, I'm already a stripper, so, like, being naked is nothing to me. Like, okay, you want me to get naked? I'm all right. But I was making so much more money. And I wasn't in the toxic environment of the club. But then that became toxic because it was like people not even on my OnlyFans. Oh, now I'm a porn star. So now it's just like, okay, I went from one extreme to another extreme, which this extreme wasn't even as bad as that one. I'm making way more money. So I said, you know what? While I'm working my rebrand, I'm just going to milk it. I'm going to go back to the club. I'm going to go through these quarantine parties. I'm going to make all this money. I'm going to save that money. Then I'm going to do my OnlyFans stuff. And I'm going to use that money to pay off my car, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I'm grinding. So that when I stop, I'm done. Like, I don't have to feel like I'm going broke. I feel like I'm going broke, you feel me? Because I'm just spending money, and money's coming way slower. But at the same time, it's not a case where, like, I just stopped dancing cold turkey and I have, like, no plans and no money. And I'm just, liable to go back. Because the main thing is, like, girls want to get out so bad, but they can't. Like, you get out and then it's slower. Like, it's like niggas in the streets. Like you used to get so much money so fast. Like, I can go, all right, I'm gonna go to Chanel and buy like a $5,000 bag. I'm gonna get it back tonight. That's how you think. Like, when you in the streets, you make money so fast, you think like that, and then you dish out money even quicker. But you gotta slow that shit down because that shit is like, you know what I'm saying? It's temporary. It's always temporary. For niggas in the streets, you dead or you in jail. And then for girls, it's just like you either just gonna be in a strip club till you 40, 50, and got no life, you feel me? Your daughter's dancing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, at some point, you got to say enough is enough. And I got to jump on a leap of faith and say, all right, I'm 25 years old. Don't tell nobody I'm 25, I'm 22. I'm 25 years old. Like, my son is 5 now. Like, I'm not going to, I don't want his friends to be looking at me crazy and side-eye. So I just got to be a woman. I got to grow up. And I did my retirement, and I left.
So you've stopped exotic dancing, and at the same time, you stopped your OnlyFans.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I still have my OnlyFans. I don't do nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do, like, what I was doing before. I don't do none of that shit. Like, I might, with, like, pictures of, like, how I used to post on Instagram or, like, in a bikini or, like, showing my butt cheeks. Like, I would still post that because I still have people that, like, follow me and subscribe to me every month. So that's a guaranteed check every month, but I'm not doing what I was doing on there. And, like, I don't have it in my bio no more. So it's like, if you know it, you know. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. So, I mean, I still have that, but, like, it is not at all, like, how I used to do it. It's regular because I'm cleaning up my Instagram. So whatever, like, I would normally post on Instagram that's okay to be on Instagram, I put that there, and it's not even on Instagram no more.
What was the most you ever made in 1 month on OnlyFans when you were at your peak with it?
In 1 month, I don't know. I know my first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks I was on OnlyFans, I made $83,000. And so as far as a month is concerned, I was on OnlyFans probably like a month and a half. I really couldn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, like, believe it or not, I have a lot of morals. So the OnlyFans thing just brought way more, like, dark clouds over me. And it was already like, I'm trying to stop dancing. And then I got this, and it was like all this negative shit. And it's just like my image. I felt like I was just being attacked, and it's like nobody even gives a fuck. I can't find a man for shit because I got an OnlyFans. So it's just like, I don't know, but I didn't have my OnlyFans for more than 2 months. I don't like talking about money and everything, but I made a lot of money. I made more money on my OnlyFans in 2 months than I did my dance career in 3 years. So, yeah, I don't know where that money went, shit. Like, money comes, money goes.
And you also mentioned Suki Hana in this interview.
Yeah.
I've interviewed Suki Hana a few different times, and if people want to watch any of my interviews with her, they could search her name on my YouTube channel here. When it comes to your son, and respectfully I ask you this question, is he aware of your exotic dancing past?
Nah, he's 5. He don't know anything. He sleep. Like, he sees the dollars, but he don't know. He's not old enough. I mean, when he gets older, if I tell him it is what it is, but he doesn't know. And neither does his friends, because they're all 5. But, like, if he was older, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, then yeah, because all the kids in his school, like, they would probably say something or they would know. So that's why I always said when I first started dancing and then when I had my son that I was going to stop at 25. I've been saying that since I first started dancing because originally in my life I was supposed to graduate law school. I was supposed to go to law school when I was 25. So regardless, I originally started dancing to work towards saving my money for law school. But then I became like what I was, and then it's like shit went left. So then, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, 25 was always like, it was always a year. So as 25 was come and it was creeping on me and I became 25, I just got so much more depressed. I just felt like, is this what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life? Like, yeah, it's cool going out to work, making money. It's really cool. But at the same time, I'm still depressed. I'm still lonely. Like, you know what I'm saying? People still judge me. Like, so it's just, what's worth it, love or money? I don't think it's money.
How far did you get with your education?
I have one more year and to finish my bachelor's in law, pre-law at FIU. But I stopped because I got really busy. When I started doing music, it was like going to law school is like studying 24/8. You know what I'm saying? I already am a single mom, and I already, you know, was working in the club, and I started doing music, so I'm in the studio. So it was like my grades were slacking. So if I'm not gonna be able to do school 100% and get straight A's, cause I need straight A's, I'm just not even, I'm gonna take a break, cause school is always gonna be there. I can always go, you know, in a couple years, God forbid it don't work out for me, but that's not in my future. Then I'll go to law school, and then I'll be one of the best criminal defense attorney in all of South Florida. That's what it is.
Now, when it comes to depression, which
Yeah.
you've mentioned a couple times in this interview so far, is that a self-diagnosis, or have you actually been diagnosed by a professional about it?
No, but I am getting a therapist. My mom's looking into it on Monday. Well, I've been, you know, I've had therapists in growing up for like anger problems. I have a lot of issues. Everybody have issues. I have a lot of issues, but like again, when you're like someone in public image, people think you just have everything in the world. People think, oh, because I don't struggle with money, that I don't struggle with nothing else. But like for me, in my life, it's not about the money. Like I have the money, but I don't have certain things that somebody else might have if they don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? And the depression thing, I mean, I know I'd be depressed because it'd be like, I didn't cry all day yesterday. I don't know. I mean, I know why, but it's just like, I'm a cry baby. But at the same time, no, like it's real. But, you know, I'm getting a therapist as a 25-year-old. The last time I think I had therapy, I think I was a senior in high school. My mom made me do it, but I didn't like him. I didn't like my therapist.
Why not?
I don't know, because he was talking to me about his problems. So I was like, am I a therapist? I don't know. I don't know if that stuff really even works like that. I've been doing that in and out, like anger management, since 3rd grade.
Has it been helpful?
I don't know. I think that as I get older, I'm like helping myself out. Like this, you don't need to be like this. You don't need to react to this. You don't need to. But I still, you know, I'm a hothead. Like I don't know. I just feel like people be trying me, and I'm such a genuine person. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I got a big mouth. I like to talk shit. Definitely talk shit.
And when it comes to therapists, I'm sure it's like doctors. You know, sometimes when people go see a doctor for the first time, it's one opinion. Some will get a second opinion, maybe even a third opinion to make sure the first doctor was correct, or maybe he was incorrect. So with the therapist, you've had a therapist once, you've had experienced that before when you said you were a senior. Maybe that just wasn't the right therapist. Maybe the next therapist you try, which I guess would be a second time, a second crack at it, might be a better
more than a second time.
Oh.
But yeah, I gotta be open-minded. You gotta want it to work. See, my parents was forcing me to do it. So it was like, I don't need to do this. I'll talk to a stranger for it. But as I'm older, then I think about, you know, things I got going on. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm not okay. Let me go talk to somebody. So now I'm going to go reach out and see, you know, what the deal is. But I'm a Gemini. I feel like I don't know what it is.
When you have seen professionals before, was it men or women that you've seen?
It was both. Preferably, I don't want a woman. I want a man, preferably. I think girls, I don't know, 'cause that's a whole nother topic. Just girls are just, you know how girls are with each other. So I feel like even though you are a therapist and you are a woman, like, I don't know. But I feel like a man just, they listen more. I don't know. But I want a man daughter this time. I don't want a girl.
Whenever you did have anger management or you tried a therapist before in the past that you were forced, was there ever medication involved or no? Never got that far.
I'm not crazy. Nah. No, I had a rough childhood or whatever the case is, and I didn't probably express how I felt the right ways. I probably, you know, just kept it inside, and then it just made me angry, so then I would just lash out on people. But, you know, it isn't like I'm not crazy. It's just how I deal with certain situations that happen to me. That's also why I built FTN, because it's like I gotta practice what I preach. So it's like at the same time when I want to blow up on somebody, when a nigga try me, it's like, you know what, fuck him. Like, you feel me? Like FTN, like keep it going, keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you have jewelry on today.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 chains, it looks like.
2 chains. Yeah.
Eliante did both?
Eliante did the FTN chain. And then I went to a jeweler from back home, where I'm from, who did my Bae chain.
And why not get Eliante to do both?
Oh, because Eliante charged a check. I didn't even want to get the first one, but Eliante, I'm gonna keep it real, because I'm cheap. Like, one thing about it, I'm cheap. I don't like spending money. But I was really strongly pressured into buying the chain from him. So, because I was making so much money, like, on my OnlyFans and shit like that, I was like, all right, whatever, I'll pay, you know, half now, and then I'll pay half later. Now, it killed me when I paid the half later, because I was like, I don't want it no more. But, yeah, I got it, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like a trophy, I guess.
How much did it cost?
Ooh. I can't, like, it's like, I don't mind saying it, but it's like, I don't want to say it. Because I was dumb for purchasing it. I'm like, no offense to Elliot, you feel me? But it's just like, you got to know how to spend within your means. Like, it didn't make me broke, obviously, because whatever. But it's just like, in my head, if I can go back, I wouldn't have did it. I would probably bought a house. I mean, I'm still going to buy a house, but I'm just saying, like, I'm really cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I regret it. I honestly, strongly regret it. So I would just let y'all know. I don't know. I regret it, but I'm gonna wear it proud because I bought it.
Buyer's remorse, I guess you would say.
I regret it. At least right now. Like, maybe in the future, like, when I'm for real, like, you feel me? When I'm for real rich. But right now, like, I was dumb. I'm a dumbass for it. So I don't even want to tell you how much it was because I don't even need people to make fun of me because I already know, like, I was stupid for it. So don't even worry about it.
All right. Just curious though, why did you choose Eliante from the beginning? Why that jeweler?
I was cool with someone. I was cool with someone who worked with Little Pump, and then he was, you know, that's their jeweler. So when I was talking about getting chains made, he's like, no, you need to go to Eliante. You need to get a chain from someone in the industry, and da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, no, I don't spend money. He's like, no, just trust me. I'm going to get you a discount, da-da-da. So it went through him to get the chain made.
Care to share who the jeweler of the Bae chain is?
Some fuck nigga, like I don't fuck with him no more. But his name is Chris. Like, shout out to Chris.
And why don't you mess with him anymore?
I don't know. Oh, I don't. Well, one, the thing about, okay, I'm not gonna say the thing about jewelers, but for me as a female, niggas be bullshit. Like, I have the money. Can you please make my necklace? All right, give me 3 weeks. Give me a month. But niggas play with me. I don't know why. I don't know if I got a big sign over my head, like, play with me, cause I'm so small. Maybe think, I don't know, but it's like him and even, like, I had an issue with Eliante, but I just have an issue in general as a female. When I try to get business done, niggas don't want to take niggas serious. So that's why I got to come off, like, you know, like, on my shit, and I got to be stuck up, and I got to be so high strong, because if I'm not, they try to take advantage of you. So you got to stay, like, you know, like, you feel me? I'm not friendly with niggas because I get tried. You know, you let your guard down, they try you because you're a girl. So, Chris, he took forever and a decade for my jewelry. And it's like, just be honest. Tell me it's not going to be ready. Don't tell me next week, because the next week I'm calling you. You ain't got it yet. Another week. So it's like, my nigga, like, I'm about to pull up on you with some other people because you're playing with me and my money. You playing with my money. So even though I'm a female, just how a nigga would feel tried, you know, and guys wouldn't try guys the same way that they do females. Most of the time, because niggas not gonna be on that. Treat me like a nigga. I don't give a fuck if I got hair and lashes and an ass. Like, I make my money. You feel me? If a nigga bought my chains, then sure, like, I wouldn't care. I spent my hard-earned money on whatever I'm gonna go out and buy, or whatever product I want. If I want you to shoot a video, if I want you to do a photo shoot for me, I'm paying you. I'm not getting a discount. I'm not getting whatever. That's my money I gave you. So have my shit when it's supposed to be ready, or you gonna see FTN. So yeah.
When it comes to being cheap,
yeah,
which is something you self-described here, where does that stem from?
My mom is Jewish and my dad is black. It's the best of both worlds. I don't know. I'm just cheap. I just always as I started working when I was 16. So I've always worked. I've always worked for my money. I never got anything handed for me. So I just feel like, as someone who's a hard worker, Like, I don't want to spend my money for what? And I'm very smart. I spend wisely, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have goals, and I'd rather save my money than spend it. I could care less about designer. I can care less about, I like jewelry, but I could care less about, I like jewelry. But I'm just saying, like, designer, all that stuff, like, at the end of the day, niggas is gonna fuck me if I was wearing a trash bag. And that's facts. Because I was wearing a trash bag one time because my club, it was a fire, and I had to run outside, so I had to grab a trash bag. I poke a hole in it. I'm in the parking lot. Niggas still trying to talk to me. So it's like, wearing Prada, Gucci, yeah, it's cool and everything, but like, you can see girls and all that shit, and they broke. They living in their homegirl house, but they got a Prada bag. Like, it's dumb. But that's just society, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the look. It's about the image. So it's like, all right. But